Now then people, blog time. I didn't get a chance to do a blog before I came back from Bestwood duck ponds, but I was too busy chatting to a couple of lads this morning before I got packed up. But I was back and picked fishing dog up. Who is there? Look, Sky. Say hello. There she is. Good girl. Go back to sleep then. Yeah. Picked her up and then took her to the woods. Come back. And I've just been getting all my stuff in out of the van. Things washed, but you can hear the washing machine in the background there. And I've just had a bath and got changed. But put them rigs out last night. I got woke up about, what time was it? 10 to 4 in the morning. I had a liner on one of my rods, and then not long after I had a liner on my other rod. But nothing come of him. Got back in my sleeping bag because it was cold this morning. Got back in my sleeping bag and then nodded back off to sleep. And then my alarm, I've been getting up at like 5:15, 5:30, whatever. And then I got woke up at 5:30 with my alarm dropped back by. I thought to send that's a carp, that is. Picked the rod up. Nothing there. Well, it felt like there was nothing there, and then I was reeling and it felt like I was just reeling the lead, and then got it to the edge and it was a stinky bream, wasn't it? It was only a small one, about £4. Oh, I mean, net was covered in slime, but I didn't bother putting it in the floater into the cradle or anything. I just unhooked it on the side of the river, on the side of the lake, and then got it back in. And just as I was doing that, the lads that come Saturday morning, I think there was 4 of them, 5 of them. The one that was fishing about 3 pegs up from me, he was up playing a fish as well at the same time. I didn't know whether it was a carp or a bream or whatever he'd had. I didn't ask him because I got back in the bed. And then he popped round this morning because he seen me. I think he thought I'd had another fish, but I weren't. I was just washing my landing net out, getting all the slime off of it, getting my net stood up to dry, and he come round to talk to me for about, I must have been talking to him for half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. And he'd had a carp out. He had £23, can't remember what he said now, £23 4 or something like that. £23 3, ever so nice fish, lovely looking mirror. And then I got talking to him about a bait company and that he was sponsored by, and he's put me onto this bait company and told me how to get in touch with him and stuff on Facebook, and how to hand over some details and stuff. Spotted Fin, they're called, and the baits what he's using, I really like the baits. Got a really nice smell to them and nice colour, and a good solid boiler they are. And they do various sizes, they do dumbbells, they do like little starlit things, they do loads of different shapes in them. I really like them. They're a bit similar to like the Manila, the mainline Manila ones, but they smell better than them, and they look a better bait. He said to me they're better than them mainline ones. So I think what I'm going to do is give that bait a whirl. He's definitely got an edge with that bait because it definitely works, because his baiting pattern is very similar to like where I've put in, and he's baited up when he got there last night, like I've been doing, with similar sort of thing really, with a liquid hemp and then crushed boilie and whole boilie. But instead of putting his boilie in the actual mix like I've done, he's put his mix out with a bit of ground bait in it, and then he's come back around the lake, and then he's used the throwing stick. Well, I thought about doing that, but I didn't. So if I had done that, I don't know, I don't think it'd have made much difference, to be honest with you. I mean, I had one and lost one, which I'm absolutely buzzing about because it is an hard lake. But he's done brilliant, that lad has, to come like that. But he was fishing a lot different to the other lads that was on there. You could tell he knew how to fish straight away. Whereas the others, they were all casting at different times and piling the bait in. And, do you get what I mean? You could just you could just tell that he knew what he was doing. He was a lot quieter, and he was in his bivvy with his girlfriend, watching the water a lot more as well. You could tell that, whereas they was all sat about laughing and prattling about and having a barbecue and that. Which at the end of the day, fair play to them. That's what they gone there for, wasn't it? But so I'm going to have a look anyway and see. And he said to me they do match baits and stuff as well. They do predator stuff and everything. And so he's told me I want to get in contact with him, provide him with some pictures and stuff and some details. He says, and I might be able to get sponsored by him. He says, and their he says their boilies, he gets 2 kilos for £7, which is cheap. I mean, I pay what? Trying to think, my Crave boilies, I pay from Angling Direct or Climax Tackle, as people will know it by. It's near Sheffield, Dronefield actually. Brilliant shop, by the way. That is fantastic shop. I buy, what is it, 5 kilos for 40 quid. And then I use all their pop-ups and liquids and stuff as well. And then I buy Dynamite's Squid and Spice from Phil's Baits and Tackle at Sutton. And they're, what is it, 7 quid a kilo. They've actually gone down. They used to be £7.99 a kilo, I think. Or you can buy them in these bumper bags now, where you get 2 kilo for £10. If you're buying them in bulk type of thing, which is dirt cheap because they're a brilliant bait. They've got loads of smell to them, and I've caught that many fish on them. It's unbelievable. So, but like I said, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a look and figure out, and then probably, if I can get sponsored off of them, buy a bit of bait off of them, and then try some of their bait out and have a look at what other things they do as well. So, but you know, it always shows you, doesn't it? It's well worth it, because I mean, at the end of the day, the amount of bait you buy, it's well worth, you know, for the sake of doing a little bit of a write-up to them, or sending them some pictures or whatever, using their baits, or commenting on using their baits, and you're ending up with, you know, a really good baits to use at a knockdown price. So it's well worth the effort of sending them the pictures, or a little email or whatever. So I'm going to look into it. So, but don't know where I'm going to fish next, because I've got the hospital, and I've got some other physio appointments at the hospital, and money's a bit tight at the minute. But my foot, folks, has been absolutely fantastic, so I'm hoping to get back to work over the next few weeks. But I think my next fishing session might be on the river, so that I can take the dog with me. But I'm also going to have another little session on that lake little ponds at Clipston near Mansfield, and go down with my match stuff again. I just need to get some £10 line picked up to do some uplands for the carp in there. But yeah, so it's probably, and then also as well, I'm going to have another session on the pond soon. Whether it'll be a day or a couple of days there, I don't know. I'm not too sure at the minute. It might be I go to my dad's and stop for a couple of days, take the dog with me, and then get up early hours of the morning and fish it till 1 o'clock, say, in the afternoon, and then come back, and then that way I could stop at my dad's and get a couple of days in, and then that way I'll be able to get some footage of some of my tench fishing on the tension bream fishing for the daytime. Not be no carp fishing unless I stop overnight there. And then probably a bit of barbel fishing as well. But I am going to start doing some carp fishing on the river. I've started probably late in the season now to get spots going and find spots and that, but still, at the end of the day, it's well worth me putting one of my carp rods out and putting a bit of bait out in an area where I think carp might be getting. And if I keep visiting them spots, barbel and chub and bream fishing and that, it's every time I go, just keep putting a bit of bait in there and see what happens. So I'm going to sign off for now, people. So tight lines, brothers and sisters, tight lines. Keep on fishing. I'll catch you later. Alright, people, tight lines.